but there are a lot of CP squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom, making I got hungry and I ate it. We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book, and this wave just comes up.
This moth isn't just swinging around, it's been bugged. Using electrodes implanted into his muscle.
Some hearts have found addicted signals from robots ultrasound distance sensor.
Here, signals are sent to its left flight muscle to make it lift that wing.
The output of these cells can be used to control
different signals can be sent for it to lower its wing, to lift both wings at once, or to make them flat.
They each have a motor in them, and it actually drives forward when I walk. It actually powers that knee through the step.
It's powered through Bluetooth technology.
Increasing the frequency of the pulse makes the wings beat faster. If a signal is sent only to one side while the moth is flying, it will veer in that direction. Implanted electrodes into the brains of tree beetles,
and they
close to
talk to
neurons
each other and
that
try to
control
mimic
flight.
the stride length.
A computer
that the
program
other
in the
one's doing. If I
device
speed
controls
up,
the
the other one
beetle,
can realize
and
it's
here
doing
it
it, and
beats
it'll
its
speed up
wings
as well.
and takes off when a negative voltage is sent to its brain. Researchers are putting moths in control and using them as a pair of eyes. They've found out how to intercept signals from their visual system and how to use them to make a robot move. Here, a graduate student demonstrates how the robot can be steered. Combining living and machine components could eventually make robotic systems more effective.
Legs when an IED hit his convoy in Fallujah, Iraq in 2006.
The IED went off directly underneath me and took off basically everything that was hanging over the ledge of the seat, my legs. And then it killed my sergeant in front of me and my good friend next to me. My gunner lost his right leg. I shattered my hip. I had 32 pins in my hip. I broke my pelvis, so I have a 6-inch screw holding that together. I lost both legs above the knee. I broke 4 fingers, broke my jaw, broke my nose, lacerated kidney. So I recovered well, I think, and great care here and done well.
Today, I use the Bluetooth prosthetics.
It's a lot of hip control. In my other legs, I usually have to use all my thigh to power through things, but since these are moving on their own, then I actually just kind of have to lift and shift my weight a little bit.
He says they're a bit heavier than the other 2 microchip prosthetics he's worn, but they require much less effort to operate.
If they're not programmed right, they kind of do their own thing sometimes, and they'll kick for no reason. Like you'll just be standing there and be like, and just kick off to the side.
Able to master the stairs just yet.
Sometimes when you go near a computer or something, you'll hear the computer start freezing, so it does do that a lot. And I'll be like, I'm sorry, and I have to turn my legs off.
In communicating robot wirelessly, the team plans to use their robot brain power on new pattern behavior in the future. They hope there are enough similarities to teach about unknown.
Get out, get out. It's a sex home.
All right, folks. Jesus Christ. All right, here we blow. Jesus. I have no idea. Oh, I know what happened. Hold on. There. I don't know why the camera fell the other day. I was messing around with it a little bit. So there we blow. Ooh, look at all the see-through stuff on that. Woo, I never noticed that before. Anyways, all right, so welcome everybody to another drunken news report. We've got lots of fun, interesting stuff for y'all. My background is being very silly. I ripped some of the scene of the backdrop or the thing that I use, and so it may be positioning itself in a weirder way than normal. But it's okay. It's okay. We got this. There, I'll do that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's begin with
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
exactly. That is gonna bug the crap out of me because it's being like this. Okay, all right, there. Hopefully I fixed it.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead. You're stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, you're stupid. Oh my god, I have a hole in my hand. All right, anyways. Let's bring in our co-host.
Some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
How is it?
And all of a sudden, it's like he's seen used green screen for the first time in his life.
It's just because I ripped one of the sides so it doesn't sit like it used to, and yeah, things and stuff. So that's why. I know. It's like I'm a fucking noob at this bullshit or something.
But hey, I get that you were messing around with your camera. Giggity.
Yes.
I'm bad. I know.
I've been thinking about. I have two of them next to each other. I've been thinking about switching them back and forth, but I couldn't. I need to get another background, or I need to do something else to fit more space so that I'm on green screen more. But anyways, let's bring in our guests, and of course we have.
Mama!
Oh, Mama!
And I think it played for you all.
No, it didn't.
It barely did.
Okay. And there we go.
There we go. Now it worked.
Awesome.
Doing good.
I saw that. I totally heard it this time.
Yeah.
Good.
I saw that too.
Did Mama get wine? Did Brainless get wine?
Yeah.
Well, we all got one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, let's say hello to the side of my chats right quick. And I didn't do a poll. But if you want it, whatever subject you want to see the most, go ahead and put it in the side chat. We're gonna say hello to side chat, and there's our Schizma Crasher, and
boy
is there. And there we blow. And then we have a Canadian Ollieman. Did they get sent a link?
No, because they said they could not join today.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Just making sure.
They were proactive.
Yes. You can make me do an invisible shot today. I really don't have shots, but I'll keep chugging beer or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out if some people throw me money. Let's see, and it looks like that's everybody as of right now. So if you are lurking in the side chat, please join us. We'd like to say hello to you. Let me let's just start with. We'll start with the I don't know. I want to do the deep fried pizza, but not everybody's here yet. But let's
save that for later. We'll save that one for later. That's fine.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Oh, we should probably do no dick. No, December or destroy Dick December.
Since it is the title, right? We've got to kind of.
I absolutely don't fucking get what that is. Hey, Troy.
Yo, Troy. So let's go ahead and.
Troy, go Troy. Sorry, I'm weird.
So here's going to give us a tiny itty little example of what this kind of is, but kind of not, but also kind of. Why are you not playing? That's really weird.
Wait, what? No, come on, dude. It would be weird if I was playing. Oh, never mind.
Well, it had this spinning wheel of death for some reason on there.
Oh, okay.
Normally it doesn't have that for YouTube, but they
You and
did
your girl
say
on
that
December 1st.
They did say that they were doing weird things with Firefox and YouTube, like they're making it so they're not playing as fast or not downloading or not whatever buffering. But anyways, so here we go. So here is some memes about Destroy Your Dick December, and then we'll get into an article that actually talks about what it actually is.
You and your girl on December. All right, bruh, you got to spread the word about Destroy Dick December. First day nut once, second day nut twice, all the way till the 31 where you nut 31 times in a day.
Jesus Christ.
No nut November survivors. Boys on December 1st. Expectations. Reality. Congrats if you passed No Nut November. Now get ready for Destroy Dig December. Don't die December. Here's a leaked photo of the boss that will spawn sometime in December. When you fail No Nut November, but you realize that Destroy Dick December is coming up. I have finally surpassed November and became the ultimate being. Also, I have prostate cancer.
If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and...
Yay, only 24 days until Christmas. Boys on December 1st. Destroy Dick December got me like... Boys in December 1st be like... My meat 5 days into Destroy Dick December. What should we do in December? No nuts December. No meat December. Destroy Dick December. Date December 1st. Me. Everyone's plans on December. My.
Okay, so if you...
What are his plans?
If you haven't got the gist of it, is since there's no nut November, you have all that jizz saved up, supposedly. And yes, if you don't ejaculate in like a week or two or something, you will have a little bit, maybe even a couple of days. I honestly don't remember. You will have a little bit more ejaculate, but it's not spectacular because once again, you idiots, if you do not ejaculate as a male, your sperm will be reabsorbed back into your body. So you literally just made an extra step for your body by not releasing your sperm. The thing that really is weird about me, I have a vasectomy. So I have no choice but to my body to make sperm and then it reabsorbs back into my body. There's no way for me to actually get rid of that.
No,
but
it's
ejaculating is using all of those body muscles throughout the prostate and to the tip that your body needs to go through every so often because it's a natural process. If we were in the wild and we were let's say spider monkeys, you're coming all the time, right? You're trying to impregnate either one or multiple females, and or there's a lot of gay stuff that goes on in nature.
Or if you're a lonely brainless, you come all the time.
Sure, yeah, exactly. But once again, the human body, male or female, is supposed to experience orgasms often. Let's put it that way. So even if you are somebody in a relationship and you're having sex but you're not actually orgasming, then you're putting more pressure on the body. So the joke here is all of these people are hardcore orgasming after because they've been waiting a whole month to not
because
touch
they
themselves.
were losers and tried November.
Yeah, and they aren't smart enough to figure out like what that means. Like there was this dude the other day I was watching about not fabbing or anti-fab, whatever, and he's like, man, if you don't like ejaculate in a couple weeks, you start becoming telepathic and you can start.
Oh my God,
really? And it's like, yeah, and
no,
it's like,
you start to hallucinate. That's something different,
dude. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It's like, no, homie, like that's not how that fucking works.
No,
he's like, I got better in school and blah blah blah, and like all this stuff. It's like citation needed, proof.
I would think you get worse in school because you have more of a hard time focusing.
Yeah, if I don't ejaculate, if I don't masturbate in the morning before I go out being single, like I start looking at people sexual constantly.
Something about Mary. Something about Mary.
13 times a day is normal. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Yeah. Hey, Aaron.
Oh, hi, Aaron.
Hello.
Yeah, exactly.
Slim, like you said that, but like I'm quickly stealing your screen. Oh wait, no,
Buses Los.
I'm gonna play a video.
Is that Christmas tree related to this? Or is
Yeah.
It's part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I was thinking more a different kind of story.
Casually going on a walk with his girlfriend when out of nowhere she pulled out a gun and shot him right in the family jewels. Why? No fucking idea. Because that is the last place.
Dude getting shot in his balls.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That's something that just popped up.
Is that
Somebody
the one
shared
where,
with me today. I was like, oh.
Is that the one where it went in his balls and came out his anus?
No.
Okay,
But
there was another shooting that just happened where
the girlfriend.
The Tom Waits story.
It totally sounds like a Tom Waits story for sure.
The one
Sounds
where he
like
says,
that Charles
for that, you
Bronson
got to
movie.
go all the way back to the Civil War. You guys know that one?
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
All right.
I think
The
so.
guy that got his ball shot off by a bullet, and it
Yeah,
went
and
into
it
a woman
lodged
and
itself in the
impregnated her.
ovaries of a 17-year-old
Oh,
girl
that
was,
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
was
was
100 feet
Busted.
from him at the time.
By the Mythbusters.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
You know that one, right?
Yeah, of course.
The son of a gun.
I'm not the only one with a piano that drinks.
It's yeah. Well, I mean, I love Going Out West. I love a bunch of Tom Waits stuff. I was hoping one of these days that I was gonna get
excuse me,
Tom Waits and somebody else to do a show for us. I can't remember off the top of my head who it was, but I'm still gonna try to do that eventually. Get a couple of those old school like vaudeville type musicians to do a show with us. But anyways, hey Aaron and hey Demon, I think we did say hi. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Hello,
But here it says.
Comment. Do you remember that Charles Bronson movie with Sandra
Bullock?
Locke?
Oh,
from the late 70s. I think it was called. Was it Sudden Impact? I can't remember. Anyway, it was where.
It sounds like a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, but
I can't remember. But it was the whole premise of the movie was Sandra Locke was getting revenge on these guys that raped her sister.
Oh, okay.
And she was doing it, and she was killing them by shooting their junk or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So they would bleed to death.
That sounds like a good one.
Yeah, that's definitely a way to get somebody to bleed out.
That sounds like something I'd help with.
I can't remember the name of it, but it was yeah, I have to look it up.
It sounds like Lorena Bobbitt. Anyways,
yeah, pretty similar idea. Similar idea.
Well, there was a Jason Statham movie that was all about something like that. Like it's a very like it seems like one of those like indie movies. Like it doesn't have a lot of different stuff going on. There's just only a couple of characters in it, and there's just a couple of locations where they do stuff. But it's the same premise. Like he's going to get revenge on some total terrible people.
Yeah.
All right, I take it back. It was Clint Eastwood and Sandra Lock, and it was set in.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh,
I'm thinking Charles Bronson. I'm thinking Dirty Harry. It's Dirty Harry.
Yeah.
Dirty Harry.
Yeah. It was a Dirty Harry movie. Yeah.
It was a Dirty Harry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we blow.
You should wash his hair.
No Nut November. Destroy Dick December. No Nut November. My dick. Destroy Dick December. When No Nut November is over. Destroy Dick December.
Wow.
People, the last 2 months of 2020 won't be bad November. No Nut November. December. Destroy Dick December. Men. Beginning of No Nut November. Middle of No Nut November. End of No Nut November. Beginning of Destroy Dick December. Me to my meat on December 1st. It's about to get real. Boys after No Nut November. I'm the milkman.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
What the? Why did it switch to that image?
It was.
It was a. Looks like a video.
Okay.
Just a video.
Yeah, it was a video from another.
Gotcha. I just glanced at it because I'm coming up to a stoplight. I'm like,
yeah, I did see a symbol on it. Yeah.
I've seen any of these pictures, and I look and I'm like, what the hell does that have to do with anything?
We're probably gonna have to clip those few seconds.
just erase it with the that little flashing thing from the Men in Black. But I was also gonna say, we don't need to have one of those, the opinions expressed are not necessarily those of the participants, because we're not introducing this until the 20th of December, and so if you're finding out about it today, you've only got like 10 days or 11 days to titrate yourself up. So,
but
I don't know whether that makes it better or worse.
The worst thing about that is you've got all those days to catch up to.
You've got 11 days. You've got 11 days to get up to 31. So you got to skip. You got to skip a few.
I heard 69. What?
You start You start at 69 per day and work your way up to 31.
Exactly. All right.
All right. I wanted to point that out just for legal reasons. I wanted to point out how be safe out there.
Yes. Okay. So let's show this right quick, and then we're gonna get into what Destroy Your Dick December is actually about, or what the whole theory is in it. We obviously have gone over No Nut November, and we'll go over that a little bit to get into this. But I do have to share this because this is part of the news, and
I saw that. She didn't realize they were on camera yet. She thought they weren't on camera yet. And...
Yeah. She totally got.
She was
caught.
like half a second too late.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So now
got a problem of it.
Yeah. All right. So here is.
I go back and watch whatever it was.
She flipped us off.
She flipped off the camera.
Oh, good.
I'm sure she flipped off the producers, maybe, or something.
Like somebody was
Probably.
It was right as they were starting. You see it right as they're starting.
Yeah.
No.
The camera goes
was like
on.
the last second. Anyways, so blokes around the world that were celebrating the end of No Nut November. It's an annual event where men abstain from pleasuring themselves until completion. For the whole month is No Nut November. Also choosing to avoid watching pornography and other things, and just not masturbating. I guess having sex with your significant other is okay. But this is more for like the incel crowds or the fucking people who don't get laid.
Isn't it only incels that do No Nut November?
I think so, but like I was watching this dude who was like, I make my wife have sex with me every night because I can't do it myself for No Nut November. So I make
Oh my
her. And it's
God.
like, yeah, and
That
like
does not
I'm
Oh,
not.
so he's raping his wife every night.
That
Yes,
doesn't sound good.
yes. No, it's not at all. And it's
Like-
only one person, but I don't want to go over that on my channel yet. Or I never mind. But yeah. But suppose, but this technically is being done by like teenage boys and people that are not in a committed relationship where they can actually get their dick wet. So, anyways, so now that it's officially December 1st, you can finally rip in. And they flooded the No Nut November Reddit page with cheers and celebrations. So it's
I think I feel
okay. So
within an hour or something like that.
we'll see. So this person added, I just woke up from a nap and I just ended a two hours ago for me. Fourth claims of the year. I'm proud to comrade, to go blow the biggest nut till we meet again next year. Peace. So it's just again ejaculating after not ejaculating for a whole month, and that's why they're calling that, because you're gonna beat your meats. Well, supposedly you're gonna beat your meat so hard that it's going to destroy your dick. But here is why you should not do No Nut November.
Right.
Of course, there's an ad.
I mean, if you don't have to, don't do it.
Well, and keeping in your sperm,
surgery,
now we know that
keeping in your sperm doesn't help anybody.
Especially not me.
Okay, so now let's go back to
And I
it.
go hungry.
No Nut November. According to science, more wet dreams. Wet dreams or nocturnal emissions aren't always about sexual arousal. Nocturnal emissions are a way for the body to clear out old sperm. Your sperm has an expiration date, so if
Yes,
you haven't
exactly,
fired your
Timothy.
goo cannon in a while, your body gets rid of the old stuff while you sleep, so the sperm on tap is fresh. You're a sperm recycling factory. Any sperm that reach their sell-by date or aren't used up get broken down and reabsorbed by your body. This is especially important for men that have had vasectomies, their tubes cut, because they still produce sperm. If your body didn't reabsorb unused sperm, your dingleberries would swell up like a donfish's horns. You might be missing out on good quality sleep. After ejaculation, there's a rise in the level of prolactin. This hormone promotes rapid eye movement sleep. It also explains why some men fall asleep after.
Yeah, and so that's why you should ejaculate, because your body does need it for a lot of different reasons. And once again, the human body, it does things naturally for a reason. And throughout history, like most people, like, you know, most beings have sex and or ejaculate or orgasm, squirt, or whatever you like to call whatever you do.
Explode.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's see
you don't
if
have to
there's
worry about what you
anything.
label it, but you do have to figure out where to read that expiration date.
Well, yeah, and where you're gonna squirt it. Please don't get it in her eyes. Have her wear goggles. Anyways, we'll talk about that later.
What? Have her
so
goggle?
Yeah.
Eye and foot protection is mandatory on this job site.
Yes, exactly. Please wear a face mask if you're gonna get near the volcano. Anyways, so it is also a part of to not fap or edge for 30 days, and then of course watching porn is the worst. You know, you're not supposed to do. Let's see. Pretty much that's like mainly all of it. It talks more about No Nut November than it does burst your cock open because you haven't jizzed in a month.
Like the kinds of people that they've got pictures of, like.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Especially this dude. Yeah, well, there's photos along with it.
Box they are. Oh my god, I is better than you because I do not wank in November.
Okay, so that's the rest of that pretty much. Okay, there we blow. All right, so there was that's what Destroy Your Dick December is about. Is the idiots that decided they weren't going to ejaculate for a whole month for no fucking reason.
Now they're making up for it.
Then over ejaculate during December. What was the point, you dumb cunts? Like,
I don't
really
know.
is no point.
Be safe.
It's like-
and don't hurt yourself.
It's like
fucking enjoy it.
It's like being a crackhead and going, I'm gonna take 1 month off, and then right as soon as I get back into it, I'm delving head first
then you
into it, and I'm
overdose
fucking a
day
bunch of
one.
hookers with
But
no
also-
condoms, and you know, yeah,
But also,
exactly, like it.
Like I can't understand. Like if you do No Not November, like yeah, the first couple of times in December, they're probably gonna be pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm pretty sure that's the case. But like every day add once more wanking, like once you get to like 5 times a day, like and like you have to, you told yourself you have to. How the fuck are you enjoying it?
Well, that's
You're fucking raping yourself.
You have
be
to
a
watch out for
problem.
abrasions and friction burns.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, all kinds.
yeah,
Of
no,
You know.
no, that's not a. Never mind.
Yeah. Anyways,
Depends on how
so let's-
powerful you are, but please be careful. I beseech everyone to be safe.
Yeah, so here
When
we
you're looking
blow.
after yourself, be kind to yourself.
So here we blow. You're welcome, everybody.
Trans trolls are losing their minds over these tampons for men LGBTQ Nation by John Russell, December 3, 2023 at 7:01 p.m. A Finnish company has been the subject of right-wing backlash since launching a tampon for transgender men and non-binary people who experience menstruation. Introduced last month during Transgender Awareness Week, the product from Wacoset comes in a simple, dark navy blue box with the words, for menstruation, printed on it. However,
I didn't know they were
the
going to
phrase
show
is
this as
cleverly
the
split so
background,
that,
but
for
it's
men,
okay.
appears on one
I
side,
can do
with
that.
menstruation, continuing on another. Related. Marjorie Taylor Greene blames trans men for shortage of tampons. That's probably because
What
men are
the
using
fuck?
tampons. Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene incorrectly stated in an interview about the tampon shortage. Periods aren't just an issue for women, as trans men and non-binary people may also have a womb and periods, the company acknowledges on a website devoted to the product.
Jesus Christ.
Brief. The news you care about.
My son went through transitioning, taking testosterone. Do you know what that does to the female reproductive organs? Stops your fucking period.
Period.
Wait,
He
what?
had
When
no-
the body, when the body
He may
doesn't-
have female reproductive organs, but he has no more periods.
Wait,
Yeah,
what
but
you're telling us is when your
some
body
point that will
changes.
Uh-huh.
When what you're telling us is when the body changes the different hormones that you're going through because you're transitioning. The body starts doing the other thing that it was.
Yeah, exactly. That's how that. I know.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Although the only thing I have to say, hold on. The only thing I have to say right quick is I did have friends who got it up the butt a lot, and they actually began using tampons because they were getting so filled. That's completely different, though.
That's
and they're not
different,
causing
though.
the
That's a
shortage.
different
They're not
thing.
causing
That's
the
a
shortage
completely different
of.
thing.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
Okay,
No,
this-
no. I'm not gonna say it because that's way too TMI.
Well, I have a thought, and I probably shouldn't, but I was just thinking, like, are there not maybe some people who are thinking about transitioning and who maybe are
That are not on hormones?
They're
Yes.
presenting themselves, but they're not on hormones.
Correct.
They haven't undergone any type of
That's
surgery.
who these are for. Is the ones that
Yeah,
are not
so-
going
yeah,
taking the
so-
hormones, but
Hold
they're
on, hold
living
on,
the
hold-
they're living the life.
So what
Hey, Bill.
MTG
And
is
once-
saying is that she thinks that people that
Bill.
are still
Bill.
in possession of fully functional female reproductive organs, but are thinking about doing something different because that's how they feel things should be,
Mhm.
but haven't actually taken a medical intervention. That those people are causing an actual
An actual shortage.
because
Which is not true.
if
She
they weren't
thinks-
considering this change to represent who they feel they are and who they know they are, and I don't want to add extra words to something.
No,
that is
what,
not
no,
my
what
thing.
she thinks.
But this is what is she trying to say?
What she thinks literally is that gay men go and buy tampons and they put them in between their legs
for some
and
reason.
then they just walk around them with their
Like,
fucking
just to pretend that they have
the mouse
need
tails
for it.
hanging out for no reason.
I cannot imagine
no,
this is a problem.
She doesn't understand. And the other thing is, as a man, I have to go buy my significant other's stuff all the time. The pads, tampons.
Mm-hmm.
If I have a significant other and they have a younger teenage daughter, I have to go why would I not go in? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
and
dumb.
Why would you want one in a nice masculine package so that you can feel proud carrying it up to the
hold on.
If that is what she's saying, like, oh yeah, they're causing a shortage, but if they would have not transitioned, wouldn't they have ended up using more tampons?
The thing is I don't think there's a shortage. I think she's just saying shit.
Oh,
because she's a hateful bitch.
That's just the fact.
I really
pointing it out.
Hold on.
She's being an absolute piece of crap.
Hold on. Right after COVID, we had a shortage on diapers.
Right. Right.
And other things. One of the
baby
things that
formula
there
and
was
all sorts of stuff.
One of the things that they were saying that if there wasn't a shortage, that the possibility of being a shortage of them was something to be scared of, because you can't stop that process. So was there a shortage? I 100% don't know. Was there a threat of one? Yes. Just like diapers and baby food and other things.
But again,
it's one of those things where it's a hygiene thing. So we need them. And so when people started speculating, let's not, somehow these weirdos were like, oh, the reason why, it's not because of the supply chain. It's not because of the resources not being able to, you know what I'm saying? Like, they had to stop making them for, anyways, she's saying that, oh, no, the reason is transgender men that whatever, they're going to pretend to put it up their fucking vagina, their new vaginas for no reason. So one of the things, hold on. One of the things that I know personally, secondhand, let me put it this way. What happens, and I've heard this gazillion and a half times, and I've talked to a gazillion and a half people, well, sure, a handful. Let me just put it that way.
Okay.
Not a gazillion, but I've known people that have transitioned and have gotten their vagina, right? You have to keep a dildo or a circular shaped object inside of you for multiple months. It's like getting a piercing, right? If there's nothing sitting inside of a hole that was cut and made, it will close and it will go away.
Right.
So 4 months to put things inside of you, and you have to, nobody's putting tampons inside of their fucking mangina or their man-made pussy. Nobody is doing that, you dumb cunts. You want to know why? Because the fibers that stick out, if any of those get inside of an open wound and it heals around it, now you're gonna get a problem. You're gonna get an infection. You're gonna get a thing. That's one of the reasons. Go ahead.
The one issue with tampons too that sprung up in the 80s was women that would put them up, and they put them up against the cervix.
Yeah,
they were getting that toxic shock syndrome.
Yeah,
it was literally driving the blood. It wouldn't let the blood out.
Well, see,
and
that
so
was the one
you don't want, even in newly made vaginas, that's still an issue.
Yeah, you wouldn't want
the funny thing is
a foreign body that's gonna cause irritation in a recent surgery either, right? Like, you'd want something
not extra. You don't want extra stuff in there.
No.
And once again, you're not bleeding out. Well, once again, you're not bleeding out of it because of menstruation. You're having spotting and a little bit of blood because of the surgery, but you're going to wear a pad in those cases.
You would want that to come out naturally, and like you say, like I honestly had no idea about the sort of logistics and the mechanics of it, but like that's very interesting.
And you would think in most cases when they do have that surgery that they have a medical device that goes up there that's made for that.
It looks like a dildo, but it's not exactly one, but it's like food safe plastic or rubber, and it is just something you put in there, and you can have multiple of them, and most of the time for 3 to 6 months, maybe more. It has been a handful of years since I talked to somebody who got it.
You have to heal, right?
Yeah. And then
tissue. Yeah, it makes sense.
So really quick, as a fun story before we get further into this, I was at my best friend's house, and his mom's best friend had gone to Brazil to get her bottom surgery, right? Because in the Americas in 1998 or 96, that was not a thing yet per se, or you had to go through a lot of red tape, and she could just go get it down in Brazil for $6,000. Anyways, so we're all, me and a handful of friends, we're all sitting in his living room when we're watching TV, smoking weed, getting all fucked up, drinking beer. And all of a sudden we hear out of the back room, "No, these boys need to see what one looks like." And we're all like, "What?" We're like, "What?" And then all of a sudden she runs out and she takes her dress and she pulls it up and she's like, "Here, boys, this is what a fake vagina looks like." And blah, blah, blah. And it's like, we were 16, 17, 18-ish, 19. So it wasn't like we were 12. We were grown boys.
But
we
still,
knew.
but
No,
still.
no, it was psychotic and it was crazy, but that's who she was.
At least you know the difference between a fake one and a real one.
Yeah, she wanted us to see what a fake one looked like.
And many of us have never seen a fake one, at least as far as we know.
The thing that really was not fun for us, though, is because that was the beginning stages of it. It looked like a roast beef sandwich. Like, it did not.
Oh my God.
It did not look pretty.
But Slim, can I point out, like, something quite stupid? Like, about what Major Green Twat said?
Of course.
If it wasn't for women transitioning to male, there would have been a bigger shortage, if there even was one.
Oh, good point.
True.
Like, so the trans people were helping.
Not every woman uses tampons either.
Okay,
and that's what I was.
Hold on. Goddamn things are, especially when you're cramping.
There's no thing going on, right? Like, there's no, like it could be like a straight nutrition type of deal, right?
Well, hold on. So there's pads. There's different types of pads. There's actually the diaper versions. You know what I'm saying? Like the adult.
Napkins. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then there's tampons, and then there's different versions of the tampons as well. Like how big and blah blah blah, yakety schmackety. There's a handful of things that you can do. Like my ex, she actually had to wear adult diapers during her period because it was like a fucking the Nile. Like it was like the fucking Red Sea. There we go. That's what I meant to say. Okay, it was like the Red Sea because it just gushed out. Like I'd wake up just covered in blood some mornings.
Some women are really heavy bleeders. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and her
some are light bleeders, some are heavy. Just depends.
Well, and she had a huge vagina. Anyways.
Well, that has nothing to do with that, but okay.
Well, I don't know. She was a big woman. So
yeah, but your uterus is not does not grow as big as you. Just saying.
No. But when you're big,
they come in absorbencies.
But anyways, it doesn't matter.
I was also thinking something else. Like, isn't she like one of those Christian extremists?
Who?
Taylor Green? Yeah, I think she is.
Yeah, but
is she like
wait, what is she doing? What's she doing? Putting something up her vagina that's not her husband's dick?
She's not
allowed to use
I think,
tampon.
That was. Oh, you mean
well?
Like okay,
maybe
there's nothing against tampons. I think where you get the religious extremists is where it's like when they first have their periods and they're virgins, then it's like, oh my God, you might break your hymen or something. I could see that part of it, but if you're a married woman that has kids.
Then yeah.
And remember, you can just fuck around. Okay, good.
And remember the evangelicals or the hardcore and the cult people they don't let you put in a tampon until your priest enters that hole first. Never mind. I'm sorry.
And let's not forget, well, you guys, sometimes women can wear tampons, but it's still not enough. They have to wear a pad with it as well.
Yeah, of course.
It's like
and
you're doubling up.
Once again, there's
both are uncomfortable.
I can't imagine any of this.
Exactly. Hey, Aunt.
Hey,
Anyways,
Aunt, how you doing?
Let's keep blowing on with this
Yes.
a little bit more, and then we'll get into.
Well, I have an important point before you move on, and that is that menstruation has men right there in the name.
Men have to be involved in everything.
Goddamn
That's
men.
right.
Goddamn men.
Everything.
Fucking
Of course,
assholes.
it says men on the package for.
Semen, semester.
That's right.
Menstruation.
Menstruation.
Woman.
We own everything, apparently. Got our name stamped on everything.
I'm not that bad, seriously.
Yeah, and there's
she's
also
worse.
Words mean what they mean.
There's the pocket inside the bottom of panties, and that actually is helping with oxygen and things moving around. Also, helps with there's absorbent underwear, and the cup thing is fucking weird. I've never met somebody who would actually do that themselves.
I've actually used it.
Videos.
I actually used it at one time.
How well?
Would not recommend
that. Yeah, because it doesn't stay in the right place.
It stays,
right? I mean,
but it's messy as hell when you try and get it out.
And then, to me, that was like the weirdest thing. I watched videos on it.
I don't even think they make them anymore, do they?
Yeah, no. That was like a 1970s thing or something like that.
Or
80s.
Are you talking about
80s, early 90s, something like that.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know what was it called? Cup? It was called a what cup?
It was a cup, but it looked like a diaphram, kind of. But it was
the menstrual cup. Yeah.
Yes, it's a menstrual cup. It was called something though. It had a name.
The blood, and then you have to pull it out and rinse it out and put it back in. It's just.
I watched.
Yeah, I can't imagine that was
thing in the world.
super.
I mean, I'm into blood until I saw that, and then I was like, nope.
Like, is that what they were
and I don't blame you, Slim.
Maybe we'll look that up in a second. Not like actual blood, but like how the process is supposed to work.
When I had my first period when I was 12 and a half, I remember having it at school one day. I went to the office and they gave me like this maternity pad with safety pins. Because that was about the time they started on my underwear.
Time. Yeah, it was
that time of month, and I didn't have anything on me, so they gave that to me, right, for 10 cents.
That's when they had that. Those
you even had to pay for that.
Yeah, they had to pay for it, 10 cents. And then basically at that was the time they started coming out with the pads with the sticky on them, so they would stick to your underwear instead.
Yeah, then they had the sticky backs on it. Yeah, okay,
women like my mom's day, they had to wear belts to hook those pads onto.
Oh my Jeebus, I forgot about the motherfucking belt. Oh my God.
I actually had that after I had my daughter. They gave me the belt in the hospital. That was oh my God. That was the worst thing. I
forgot. That's like so fucking archaic.
Yes.
Like it's crazy how I can't even imagine
how
going
that's
through that.
Proliferate and change through the decades.
Can you imagine being in like ancient Egypt, ancient times, anywhere, or the Wild West? Can you imagine being in the middle of fucking or different types? But anyways, can you imagine being in like, let's just say Denver, Colorado in the 1800s? Like that would be so insane.
You just use like old rags and stack them up, and then
I know it was you were washing stuff. I mean, anyways, let's keep blowing on.
It's amazing how
reported on by the people who care about you. Subscribe to our newsletter.
Okay, there we go.
However, some men do not want hormone replacement therapy, so menstruation can continue as normal.
Right.
According to Wacosset,
if
the product is intended to raise awareness of the gendered nature of menstrual hygiene products and the anxiety experienced by trans men related to menstruation. The company cites research showing that 93% of trans men have experienced menstrual-related gender dysphoria. When I was young, menstruation felt not only strange but somehow wrong. Our culture does not really acknowledge
I know.
the diversity of
It's just
explains dating consultant Dakota Robin, who works with Wacosset on the product and also appears in its ad campaign. This isn't the
Sorry.
first time a
It's just
menstrual
that.
product company has acknowledged that not all
It's
people
just
who
that,
have periods
so that's
identify
why.
as
Yeah.
women. In 2020, British company Callie launched its Tell the Whole Bloody Truth campaign.
The whole bloody truth.
That same year, Tampax tweeted that, not all women have periods, and, not all people with periods are women.
Yep.
But Wacosets appears to be the first tampon ever specifically marketed to trans men. According to Newsweek, the product is currently being sold as a limited edition in Finland, with distribution widening early next year.
Now, one thing I have to say too is when it comes to women's products, like women's razors, tampons, all that stuff, there's what they call a pink tax.
It's the pink. Yep.
Yeah.
It's an extra tax they put on those products because they're marketed for women.
Yeah, but also like,
is that okay?
I'm actually shocked that you had to pay
at school. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and
like,
when I'm shocked that there's tax, like I thought they were removing taxes from these products. Maybe not razors, but feminine hygiene products that are specifically for menstruation or other things of that nature. I thought they were removing taxes from that, at least in my country,
because
but
they're
maybe-
not.
No.
The only thing that's not taxed is food. Food's non-taxable.
Okay.
Everything else is taxable.
I gotta look this up because I remember there was a big discussion about this in politics locally for me, which is granted is a different country and maybe even it was specifically this province. I'm not sure. I have to look that up. But I remember someone saying it was wrong that certain products that people basically are just basic needs beyond that are other than food that shouldn't be taxed because they're just basic necessities as opposed to like nice to have.
Well, the other thing we're talking about with the pink tax is there has been a handful of people that have taken a man's razor and put it up to a woman's razor.
They're the same razor.
Like,
they're actually the same razor.
And it's $5 more expensive. And then you look at you look at like shampoo.
Yes.
Men's and women's, and you look at the ingredients.
Exactly. Same.
There's barely more like scented something in the fucking women's.
Correct.
But it's the same product. But
slightly different scent sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's exactly the only difference. Everything else in the ingredients is exactly the same, or the product listing of it, and then it's $5-10 more expensive. Waxing products, things that men don't do, like men don't. Well, I guess a bunch of gay boys that I know do. So never mind. But
have you ever bought perfume for a woman? Like, holy fuck, that shit's expensive.
That stuff's expensive.
I don't know if like male colognes are like that much cheaper, but
it depends on who they're made by too.
It's more of it. Well, see, hold on. It's more about the things that are necessities for hygiene, not fake things. So perfume and colognes are not
That's
necessity.
A different thing.
We're talking, we're talking about shaving products. We're talking about shampoo. We're talking about men don't have to buy tampons and or pads and or other things once a month or to make sure they're not bleeding it fucking everywhere. So that's another thing too. So there's the cost of, and I don't have to shave constantly, where it may be, you may be growing a little bit of you may be growing facial hair. If that is happening, you may be bleaching, you may be using waxing, you may be using, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to do that because I can look scruffy because society doesn't tell me I need to look that way.
No, but I think like it's so bad, like especially like with the one-use razors.
Yeah.
Like I've seen them in the store, like they're fucking exactly the motherfucking same thing.
And they will tell you they're exactly the same. It's just the women's razors have like an anti-slip thing on the handle or something. It's just a slight difference in that regard. But everything's the same.
Yeah,
exactly. And they use pink plastic.
Yeah, and it's pink.
That's a big big difference. That needs a lot more money. It's more expensive.
Yeah. Anyways, so here's the deep fried pizza. Well, the thing. A lot of people don't understand the concept of things being a little bit different, not being the same, but looking different and some whatever. So
Just
here's
they
the
were
deep
designed
fried,
slightly different. That's it.
barely, yeah, exactly.
Barely.
So anyways,
yeah.
here's the deep fried pizza. It's like being at the state fair, but
Hmm.
better. So that's what it looks like. So as
Looks
much
like
as we like,
is it like a calzone, like it's stuffed or
yeah,
something? Okay.
technically that's
That
all
makes
it
more
is.
sense
Just
to
like
me.
just
Deep fried
literally like a
calzone.
calzone, or
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
Never had one of
Would
those.
have to be, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I know it literally is that.
It has to be.
Yeah, so as much as we try to deny it, and the simple truth is everything tastes better fried. Of course it does, but is it good, better for you? Hell no. But anyways, there is a pizza that they can now light golden fry.
Okay.
While some self-proclaimed pizza snobs and chefs can't get behind fried pizza, these people think it is awesome. So there's a deep fried pizza that an American inventor has come up with, even though like this is not a new concept at all, technically.
No, it's not.
It's just that this company came up with the Neapolitans air fry due to frying their pizza, and it's more like exactly, it's like a calzone. Did somebody let him in? Okay, just making sure.
I'm here.
Making sure.
Thank
Good.
you.
So it's
I lost signal and everything went crazy.
No, it's okay. We understand. It's like a pizza frita. I was gonna say frittata, but that's not right. So it's like a panzerotti. It's just fried pizza that they're making
I know
into
talking
like
about.
a street food.
Mm-hmm.
There's a handful of other ways to make this. So let's get into. We're gonna look at this version of it first. I was hoping our Mango would be here because she's our food connoisseur, but that's okay. Yeah, our food expert. But here we go. So
almost
here
made it
is
look like a funnel, like the funnel cake. They made it similar looking to that.
Yeah, and so here is. Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to know, like, I was thinking about the nomenclature. Like, is a Panzerotti made by, like, the Italian car company Maserati? And that's
Maserati.
Like, the Maserati makes Panzerottis. Is that how that works? It's like a very expensive pizza with a trident on the front of it.
Totes. That's exactly what it is.
You eat it with a trident.
You eat it with a trident.
So doorknob head. So doorknob head, we have gone over deep fried marijuana leaves. They have not done it to the buds yet, but you can get deep fried marijuana leaves somewhere. I forgot where, but that was a dish that we have gone over.
Is actual like food or on food or something?
I think so. I think they put it on something.
On stuff?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I believe
stuff.
So.
I would think, couldn't you?
Well, I think it was on top of a certain dish, but I don't remember what it was off the top of my head. But they did take a bud leaf and they deep fried it. But anyways, we'll talk about that maybe in a minute if you can find that, or somebody can look it up. I'm pretty sure.
Just like shake a little bit on like oregano or something, and
that's what I was thinking. You can put in your sauce and stuff.
Yeah. I don't remember what they were putting it on. I thought they were putting on some dish, and I wanted to say pizza, but I don't remember off the top of my head because it was so long ago. But anyways, here is this person trying deep fried pizza.
Pizza at the CNE. This is a brand new carnival treat from Pizza Pizza, and there are 3 flavors to choose from, each breaded, battered, and fried to crispy perfection.
Oh,
then
it's
all dressed
battered.
up. This one has hot honey, pickles, creamy garlic sauce, and Doritos. The next is drenched in buffalo sauce, and of course, there's classic plain. At first bite, I loved it. It was so crispy and delicious. The buffalo one had sauce oozing right off of it, no holding back. So yes, messy fingers. And the showstopper finale had big flavor, big crunch. Definitely worth a try. I give them all a 10 out of 10. Follow me.
Okay. So there was
Pizza,
that
pizza. That's Little
version.
Caesars.
Can I jump in on something about the
Sure.
pizza? Like this story. So the CNE is the Canadian National Exhibition. So
Okay.
That's a Toronto-based story.
Gotcha.
And since I grew up there, I know a bit about this. So Pizza is a very large chain in at least this part of Canada.
Okay.
Anyway, the thing is, this exhibition that they have it's mostly like an outdoor carnival sort of a thing with like a lot of rides and games and stuff, kind of like a midway, but it's very large. But they also they bring people to display stuff, like kind of like a World's Fair type deal.
Right.
But every year, food vendors try to outdo each other with absolutely insane things, and so we end up with these like 17-layer sandwiches and all sorts of weird stuff. And one year they came up with like there was a chicken sandwich that had donuts as the bun, and all sorts of other stuff. Like this is something like it's kind of a local story you hear about here all the time about, and then they always send someone down, like this woman from like the local news station goes down and has to have one of every crazy thing.
Right.
And that's like it's kind of like an annual event in this part of Ontario.
Okay.
So I just wanted to give that context to it because I'm gonna have to go
Thank you.
unfortunately in a minute. But I didn't realize you were gonna play a local story.
You're very welcome.
Local for me.
Yeah. Well, see, now we know.
Yeah. So I wanted to put the context in because like every year somebody tries to one up the last year's craziness.
Of course.
So sounds like American politicians.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
One up
yeah,
each other. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a Canadian version of insanity.
This is this person, they usually make weird sausages, and if you've ever watched Security Monitor Lizard with Mango and us, you know who this person is. If you have not, you're very welcome. I have to use.
This is Cobes, isn't it?
Nope. They're the ones that make the weird sausages. They find weird meats and they put them. Oh, you don't know? Okay. Anyways,
I think I've seen that person.
Here we blow. I will be right back. I have to use the loo, so we're just gonna watch this through. Fun. And you're welcome, everybody. I was hoping that our Mangoes would be here because she would get.
She's probably taking care of a little man. So
no, of course, of course.
Yeah.
But I did this for her. But anyways, I'll be right back.
No worries.
No doorknob. No
well, I'm not going to rile.
No, we're not doing P-Mic doorknob head. No.
Yeah, no, I'm not riling on stream.
That's been done. We don't want. That's it's like beating a dead horse.
It's like peeing on a dead horse. Anyways, let's keep.
Oh, that poor horse! It's already dead. You pee on it.
I know. I will.
Bye, guys. I'm gonna try to come back.
Okay. All right. Later, Al. It wrote it in its will that it wanted me to pee on it. I don't know why that horse
if it wrote
did,
its will,
but
then I guess it got
it
last request and all that. I understand.
I don't know why, but anyways, let's use this. Here you go. You're welcome.
Well, it's dead, so it doesn't care.
A quick one today. Can you deep fry pizza? Let's give it a little test bite.
That is
not ready yet. All right, we're hitting the high fry zone.
Oh, this is that. What's his name? I think I'm talking about now.
That looks cooked to me. Here
I can't remember his name.
Okay, that turned brown real quick on me.
God, looks burned.
It's not quite burned. So far we're successful. All right, let's give this pizza a try here. It's crunchy, for sure it's crunchy. Well, it takes away all the gooiness of the cheese, and it kind of tastes like pizza without cheese on it. It tastes very tomatoey. It's no way an improvement on normal pizza. It zaps the cheese right out of there. So I'm going to have to give the deep fried pizza a 1 out of 5.
Bop, 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 bop.
Yeah, that's something you want to definitely want to batter or put something over it and not do it like that.
Now that's something you can hang your hat on. All right. Well, the bad news is the pizza didn't. It's same thing with the pizza.
Duh.
You and your girl on
Do the
date.
same thing to a pizza. The same thing will happen to the pizza.
Yes, of course.
What the fuck, you dumb cunt? Never mind.
All right. So let's see. All right, dude, let's go to this next.
Ooh.
If there's anybody who wants to join us, let us know and we'll send you a
I can see where
link.
they would batter it and do all that stuff because then the cheese will stay gooey gooey that way.
Yeah.
And of course, obviously, that was a huge freaking joke. What we last watched.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah, they make silly stuff and they like
Honestly,
throw
you
the
can probably
sausage
deep
around.
fry anything at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of like the pickles thing or whatever.
Yeah, the pickles, that one.
Pickles.
Yeah, so it literally is just that kind of satire. They just make fun of things or do weird things. We may watch another of their videos as we're leaving, but here is Heinz tattoo label.
Oh yes, okay.
They literally made a label that you could pull off, and it's a stencil. It's already a stencil to get it tattooed on yourself. Jesus. Okay.
I would,
so
sorry, I don't care if I got $1 million bucks. I would not do that.
And then watch this.
Fans carry us everywhere. Too bad red tattoo ink is made using the worst ingredients, and that's when shit happens. But there's no Heinz without red, or without caring for every ingredient. So from now on, what goes in red tattoo ink will have to live up to our quality standards too. Introducing the Heinz tattoo ink.
They're making a tattoo ink
Oh,
red.
wow.
But, okay, but
Made with our red and our
what are the bad things in red tattoo ink?
Okay. So the UK and a couple other European countries did a study about tattoo ink and how poisonous it is. The thing they got wrong is when you are tattooing someone, you're dipping the needles into ink that probably and sometimes is watered down.
Okay.
Right? Then when you're tattooing, only a certain percentage of ink actually goes into the body. And then as it heals, a bunch gets rejected.
Okay.
What they were doing is they were injecting ink into things, and there was cancer and other things that were happening, and abscesses and weird things because they were not tattooing it and they were not giving the right. So like, I think we went over this like 6 months ago or a year ago. Green and blue were supposedly poisonous ink colors because of what they were using in it. But these people were overdosing their subjects. And so there was not a proper sample size of what actually happens. Red was one of the next ones that they were crying about being poisonous. And it's only that if you fill in it and if you fill a syringe with fucking tattoo ink and you inject it into your body, you poisoned yourself. Duh. I mean, so the way they did these things, and I didn't realize this until I was at the tattoo convention in Denver, and a speaker came out and talked about this and let us know what I want to say EU is doing, trying to make certain tattoo processes and body modification processes illegal, but I'm not 100% sure if that's exactly who it was. So I may be wrong, but there is associations in the Europes who these people did these studies, and now they were beginning to, especially in the UK, make certain things illegal. But then I believe now we have people that have come to them and gone, no. This is how tattooing actually works. And that's what the whole seminar was about, is us going to the governments and saying, no, this is how we tattoo. This is how we body pierce. This is how we split tongues. This is how we modify. Here is the safe versions that we have. You aren't in the industry, and so you're blindly pretending to be in the industry and doing things wrong. And so that's why there's...
I was gonna say, it's like with anything. Excuse me. Remember when you get the little silver candy balls you put on cookies?
Yeah.
They stopped doing those because those are harmful. But yeah, if you eat a whole bottle full every day for like 5 years or something,
it's just like
it's having them on a cookies every Christmas isn't going to hurt you. You know,
just like the fake sugar back in the day. Ask whatever they call that.
Saccharin.
Yeah. They were injecting it into mice. When do you get a full dosage of it?
They were overdoing it on purpose.
They were
overdosing. What would happen? That's what science does, right? But
eventually,
then when people come out and go, well, it causes tumors in mice. It's like, yeah, do you see how much they inject in there? You know, first of all.
And so that was the thing that they're speaking about, is it saying it's blah blah blah. Yeah.
Like if you grab Coca-Cola, for instance, like if you inject that into a mouse, like just a syringe full and inject it into a mouse probably dies.
Exactly. So anyways, that's what they were kind of speaking about a little bit, was that anyways, keep blowing on.
Quality in it. Under development in partnership with Electric Ink. So no worries about getting a red tattoo.
So there we go. So there's also, you can get Heinz red ink tattooed into you if you really want. All right, so let's blow into the security. Let me just double. Yeah, let's just get into the security robots.
Okay.
The officials and their community improvement partners gathered today to unveil a new mural in Southwest Portland. The goal is to help revitalize and elevate the area.
These ones are more called security ones.
In addition to the new art, a modern-day RoboCop was hired to help guard it. Fox 12's Blaine Aguilar got a first-hand look at the new and improved downtown space.
Unico Properties and Portland Street Art Alliance introduced the new 120-foot mural as part of the Ann Kinney Triangle Improvement Project. It sits on the walls of the U.S. Bank Core Tower parking garage on Southwest Ann Kinney and 4th Avenue.
Exactly. RoboShop Cop.
RoboShop Cop. Artists.
Hashtag RoboShop Cop.
Portland in an effort to make Ann Kinney Triangle cleaner, safer, and pedestrian friendly.
Right here I'm standing, I see Mary's neon sign flashing. I see Voodoo Donut sign, the beautiful archway of the Chinatown gates. So we just thought honoring these pieces of public art and neon signs are few and far between these days. They're signs of life. They're signs of community coming together, beautifying and sharing our stories.
Along with support from the city, Portland Clean and Safe cleaned sidewalks, removed graffiti, and picked up trash. Portland Clean and Safe worked with law enforcement and noted a significant decrease in crime over the year.
We looked at reported crime for assault, vandalism, and theft. And in November, we saw a 50% decrease last month compared to the prior 5 months. Crime doesn't thrive in areas that are vibrant and full of people walking, eating, enjoying the amenities downtown.
And to help guard the area,
so here's the security robot.
Security robot, utilizing 360-degree 24/7 surveillance to patrol Big Pink's parking garage. Unico says this is just another way to use technology.
Damn, that homegirl's pink is so big that she can put a robot inside of.
Yeah.
To monitor 360.
Like an egg. Just saying.
Yeah, she's got a full-size Kegel inside of her vagina. It's so big. Anyways,
a Kegel egg, yeah.
Yeah, she's got a security Kegel egg robots. Now that's the new thing. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Technology to improve their security program.
He won't himself do anything except stop and record footage.
Rob may not be able to call 911.
And I And I believe that he will alert services if
Nope.
they see this one doesn't.
They just said they cannot call 911.
I thought
they just record. They just record.
They record.
I'm guessing it's downloaded
okay,
somewhere though, maybe, and there's people that can actually see what's going on.
Well, the police can take that footage later if that is a thing then. Or if something happens on the property, like a vandal or something, then they'll take that footage and then they'll give it to the police officers.
This will already deter so many people.
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
Being recorded.
Yeah, every time I'm jerking off in an alley, you know, and I see a security robot come by, I'm like, God damn it, I got to pull my pants
some
up.
People. There's going to be those that don't give a crap if there's a camera around or not. They're going to do what they do.
Well,
unfortunately.
The reason why, but you see, you see how it has a bunch of like, it's white, so it stands out no matter what. And then it has all those blue lights and those blue stripes, and it says security really big. And to me, I want to say the knob on the top may be another light as well.
That may be the 360 camera too.
No, that's probably LiDAR.
Well, because they could be, yeah, because they said it was 360.
Yeah, no,
so,
but like,
anyways, there's also so there's this light that may be able to blink different colors, because that's another thing. A deterrent is if you put on cherries and berries, if you throw on red and blue lights, motherfuckers are gonna run no matter what. You know what I'm saying? If you believe you're doing something illegal and you see red and blues,
right,
you're either gonna stop what you're doing or you're gonna run, and so that is gonna deter people as well. You're right. This is probably a LiDAR thing, but the reason why they're saying there's 360-degree cameras is this one is a wide angle lens, this one, and there's one in the front.
Yeah.
So there's 4 cameras and they're wide angle lens. So they're able to make a panoramic view of the thing. And so then once again, there's blue lights here and then all these other blue lights. And I'm pretty sure if it thinks that something's happening, things are going to start blinking and doing things.
Yeah, it looks like there's something on the bottom there too. Some sort of sensor.
Yeah, I think that's the plug
camera on the bottom or something, or maybe
I think that's anyways, or it's arsehole. It's the other type of plug entrance.
I don't know.
Hole for the never mind. We'll talk. But yeah, no, this is probably LiDAR because of the way that it is, or it's one of those things that if a stolen car is no, it's probably not hooked up to that system exactly. But it will send out information about responder things around it.
Are you talking LoJack? Are you talking LoJack?
Well, no. So the police officers have a thing that if a car is reported stolen, as soon as its thing sees that license plate, or it had like if you have OnStar, and other things like that, the police can like VIN number you like instantly almost.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if your car gets stolen and you report it, they have a system like not in small towns but in big cities. I don't remember what it's called. Hopefully somebody in the side chat will fucking tell us. Like it's not Shot Spotter because that's for fucking bullets that they have downtown or when they hear people shooting guns downtown. But it's something like that. Anyways.
And can't they also use that to see if you paid your taxes for your car and shit?
Yeah, no. So once again, when I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say once again. But anyways, so like a lot of times when frauditors get pulled over, the cop got told by his car, this person's registration is out of date. This person has a warrant. Exactly. Anything that's going wrong with your vehicle, there are certain things that will like see your license plate or see something. I believe OnStar and a handful of other things also will ping them. I don't know exactly how that works, and I'm not 100% sure if that is correct. But anyways, there is the ALP system or whatever it's called, and like it will call you out if you're driving a stolen car and you drive by a police officer that has that system. It will bing them or ping them, and they'll go, "There's that car."
Yeah,
Exactly.
here they got
Yeah,
they
yeah.
got a similar system, and like even if I would like park my work van like at a store, I'm not supposed to use it privately. If they drive by it, they'll be like, "Hey, what were you doing there, boy?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey, Mr. Fear.
Hey,
Mr.
It,
Fear.
anyways, I believe all of those lights do a handful of things. Maybe those lights are the battery that let everybody know how soon it's going to not be operable. You know what I'm saying? Maybe those 7 lights in the back are, as the battery drains, it has less and less lights. I don't know, but I have a feeling that those lights do think. You know what I'm saying? Anyways,
Yeah, I know that they light up, so that's at least one thing they do. Never mind, I'm being a dick.
and well, see, and it's going to be a very big deterrent if you're doing something illegal, and all of a sudden around the corner comes this thing with all these lights on it, and it's white in the middle of the night. You're going to see it, and you're going to be like, "Well, fuck this bullshit. I'm out, homie." You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to bolt. So it's a great deterrent, and I'm well, and the good thing about these is, like, say a bunch of fucking weirdos decide they want to take this thing out. Well, it's only a fucking robot. It's not a security guard. It's not a police officer. It's not a human being that they're going to harm or give PTSD to by torturing it or something. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey,
yeah.
Slim. Now you're putting down our brother here.
No, but the thing
You can
is
also
like,
end up with PTSD. Oh, wait. No, wait. That's not in this century yet, was it?
well, the thing about us, most of us androids and robots and cyborgs, is we enjoy the pain receptors being turned on because we're so robotic that it's actually kind of kinky to
Speak for yourself, you weirdo.
What?
I don't like the pain sensors. I like when they use my willy sensor. You know.
Well, that's why I like the clogs thing so much. You can break my back. You can.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
What?
Right.
Oh yeah, the clogs.
Don't touch my clogs.
You mean this?
Oh man. You're bringing up the old.
They don't copyright claim us, so
they don't.
They're just starting. That's their second song that they posted on YouTube.
Did you guys see the whatchamacallit? The guy that hand carves them? The clog maker?
Oh yeah. I've seen that before.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Oh,
it's actually quite an awesome process. And as I said, like the guy that you showed, guy that you showed, I could be there in like 30 minutes. If
we should do a clog making special.
I don't know how. Sure, we'll try to figure that
well,
out. I don't know.
The guy you showed, the guy you showed, I believe, does what you call it again? Like
he's a wood clog like cobbler. Like he carves them from.
Yeah.
Very specialized tools for it. That's the amazing part.
Yeah.
Yes, we're weird over here. Okay, shut up.
We have a wooden shoe foot fetish over here.
And yes, Mr. Fear. Yeah. A moving camera, that's pretty stupid. Nothing a hoodie and spray paint can't deal with. Yeah. No, totes. And most of the time, if you're just a vandal, who gives a flying fuck about you? But the major thing is hopefully causing like nobody to get art around there or murders or other things too. You know, like
no, but as I said, like it would deter like a big group of people to do shit over there, and it shows like people around there care about the art that's already on the wall. So like, and so most
Well, see, that's the
Gravity.
major thing is they spent a crap ton of money to get that mural made. So they're like, let's fucking spend a little bit more money to make sure that it fucking stays up there. Nobody vandalizes it. Anyways, right quick. Aunt says clog making special sounds good for Christmas marathon that Purple is doing. And speaking of that devil, because we are out of categories, and we talked about it yesterday. And again, thank you, Aunt. Purple Rhymes with Orange is doing a 48-hour Christmas Eve and Christmas Day marathon with a handful of us content creators that have worked together in the past. And the 24th for the eve, I have 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and we're doing we're doing Christ Ass Eve Special. That's what it's called. Christ Ass Eve Special is what we're doing. We're going to be going over Krampus and some of the other dark traditions of Christ's Ass. And then we're going to be 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time Christmas Day. And we're going to be going over the history of what Christmas was before Christ. So we're going to go over why people started bringing trees into their houses, why we have red and white as mainly the colors for Christmas, because there's a certain mushroom that has that, and there's a certain reason why. So we're going to go over is most ancient versions of the version of what we would now call Christmas, all the way up into the Americas times, and we're going to go over like why the UK and the Americas do certain things and why other countries celebrate it in other ways as well, because it literally at this point is a world thing, but not completely celebrated as Christ's ass every single time either. But there always is this time of year, there's a celebration with all cultures and with a lot of different places, and we'll fit together that connection and why those things are a thing. And then we'll just go over funny, silly Christmas fails, people falling on sleds, and we'll go over silly, stupid, fun stuff as well. And then we'll let people tell stories about their best and worst Christ's ass and or New Year's stories or things like that of the season. So anyways, let's see. Cover. Yeah. So those type of things. That's what what we're going to be going over is the different versions of like the Swedish tradition back in the day, and then Netherlands, which Brainless can help us talk about, and then also the Austrian, German, UK's, and other places where a lot of some of the weird things that we do in the Americas came from the Europes and in different places. So it's very interesting how they
came from the fucking Netherlands, you dumbass.
Yeah, and also why we have red and white. Santa Claus. Yes, exactly. Hi, Kiki. There's Mama's pussy. Anyways, so we'll be going over the.
How come I can't look at the screen when Mama's showing her pussy? Why do I never get to see it? What is going on?
But you can
always
look
back.
You can always replay it. It'll be on there.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll have to go back. I'll have to go back and watch the. I did see your cat one time. Are you have multiple cats?
I have 2. Yeah.
So I might have only seen one of the 2 then.
Paisley's the only one I usually show on here.
Yeah, this is normal. Yeah, she's
the desk.
She's normally the one that is on the screen.
The one that is in camera shot.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she loves attention. Anyways, so if there is a version of this time of the year that you would like to go over, let us know, and we'll go over that version of it as well. if you want to talk about Hanukkah and the 12 days and the different things about the candles and all that stuff, let me know. And I barely know, but we'll delve into it. I can do a little bit more research on the whole that season in the Jewish culture. And I know
that might be 8. I think it might be 8 days.
Well, if the Jews
is that what it is?
Hanukkah is 8 days. 8
Sorry,
days.
sorry.
8 nights.
I'm sorry.
But there's 12 days of Christmas, 8 nights of Hanukkah.
I'm sorry, everybody who's our Jewish friends. I didn't mean to say the wrong number, but I know the menorah, right? That's the candle thing.
There's
8.
9, so you got 4 and 4.
Nine,
the one in the middle that lights them, I think.
That's right.
Lights
And then
one stays.
Anyways,
the middle. Yeah.
We'll go over the whole thing about not having enough oil to last one day, and it lasted
8.
Yeah, and then the other things, and then eating the certain, the whole thing. So we'll go over all of that fun stuff. As much as that I can go over and understand, I will go over why this, like I said, why this time of the year, every culture has this part of this. There's a reason why every culture has this type of holiday, and we'll go over that. I'm not gonna bust the bubble yet because I want to go delve way further into exactly why that is a thing. And then when I say that, everybody's gonna be like, okay, that totally makes sense. It's not just because this one culture started it and then everybody and their mom followed it and or turned it into their own time of the year celebration. Just like October being not just Halloween, but Day of the Dead and a handful of other things in other cultures. There's reasons why certain times of the year, certain things have become a cultural thing, not just because one culture propagated it and everybody and their mom decided to follow it. So anyways, let's leave with, of course, one of our...
Just one quick note. Like I posted that stream, the Christ Ass Eve special, again, but with the date and time that will adapt to whoever is watching it, looking at it, to the settings of your
local computer's time.
Yeah,
and then
to make it easier for everybody.
As soon as I have the playlist from Purple, we will post that in everybody's Dissim Accords as well. So everybody will have the 48-hour live stream runathon, because what it's going to be is every couple hours a different content creator is going to go and do a show. There may be 30 minutes or so in between, and if there is an extra hour that I need to fill in when we do Eve, then we will go ahead and do that so that we can butt up against each other. So it will just go from one content creator to the next content creator, and then everybody's going to try to, we'll all fill in, and then I think a lot of us are going to have each other keep being on. So I don't know how many streams I will be on or how many people we're going to have on, but I'm going to invite all the people from there to be on here, and then hopefully we will be on theirs. And I believe that people are going to be doing other things than talking about what we're going to be talking about on ours. And even if we do, it will just be a run-on thing. And she's been doing this for a gazillion years now.
A couple of years at least.
Yeah. So I like saying gazillions of years, obviously, or just
that's not hyperbolic at all. That's a real number.
That's a real number. Exactly.
That's a real number. No hyperbole from Slim ever.
That's not never. I do I do not exaggerate how big my detectable penis is. I've never done that before. I never said it is bigger than it is. I am the best at telling and knowing exactly the right number of everything. Never, I'm just sorry. Okay. Anyways, thank you all very much for being here.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Yeah. Tomorrow we will be going over. Sorry. Digital immortality and pharmakia, which is there are the woo peddlers that are selling drugs that say that you're going to live forever if you take my multivitamins and other things like that. There's also taking we'll go over all the
We'll go over it tomorrow.
insanity tomorrow because that's why I'm doing a whole stream on it, is because we have to delve into a bunch of stuff, and we're going over content creators that most likely none of you have ever heard before because you have no idea what pharmakia is or whatever. And luckily for you all, my punk ass sits here and goes and delves and watches all this fucked up shit so I can bring you content every fucking week.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Anyways,
Thank you, Daddy.
I'm not that big of a martyr. I'm not that big of a martyr. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't. It's really not that. It's just you have to watch a lot of stupid shit, and it's.
I am always amazed at what you come up with.
Oh yes.
I feel like I watch a lot of dumb stuff, but I'm just listening, and I every once in a while I come up with one that I'm like, oh, Slim should do that, but it's very seldom that I come up with anything that good.
Luckily, I get to work in my warehouse by myself most of the time, and so I just find weird, crazy things to look into and watch. And it's really funny. Every once in a while, my father will be there in the warehouse because I work with him, and he's just like, what the fuck did they just say? And I'm like, I know. And he's like, God damn, these people are weird. And he's like, what the hell are you listening? He's like, wait, what is this incel thing? And it's like, okay, Dad, okay. So there's the it's so funny when I have to explain conspiracy theories to him. But my dad now is so anti-flat earther, and he hates sovereign citizens. He's military. No, I know, but he's ex-military, and every time I watch a sovereign citizen thing, he's like, "Yeah, get him!" And he's like, "This guy's so dumb. He doesn't understand. Like, what?" It's like, I know, Dad. I know. All right,
So
folks,
it's amazing. These people have seen one season of Law and Order, and they think they're a judge.
Well, the main thing that's happening with the frauders is. Sorry. The sovereign citizens is they've already lost their license. They've lost their kids' custody. They're blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They think it's a scapegoat. They're like,
yeah.
Oh, if I have these weird documents and I put this fake license plate on.
This says private on my car.
Yeah. I can keep driving because that's what they need. They need or
they're not driving, they're traveling.
Yeah, but the thing is they're like, oh, I need to drive, or I need, you know what I'm saying? I need to, travel or whatever. So here's my pretend scapegoat. And then the cops are like, well, your license is suspended and you didn't fucking pay for registration. You didn't. No wonder why you're pretending to be a sovereign citizen. You didn't want to pay for shit.
Is there is the right to travel in the Constitution,
but
it's the right to travel between states for commerce,
which Texas wants
freely
to take away.
with you don't have to show papers. But when you're in those states, you have to abide by all the rules as if you're a citizen of that state. All the laws.
Yeah. So what? Exactly, Mom. But to make it more based than that is. What it means is if you are walking, a horse-drawn buggy or driving
any kind
to another state, you're not supposed to have to be stopped to provide blah 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 to go between state to state. That's all it means. That's all it means. It doesn't matter your transportation. You're just every time you go between the state line. There's not supposed to be.
It's not like
when
a
you go
country border.
Where it originated from, though, is the 14th Amendment. Is why it has it in there because that was right after the Civil War.
Well,
it originated to allow freed and emancipated slaves to go from state to state without showing their papers that they're freed or emancipated. But it's morphed. It's morphed a little bit. You know.
Well, and not just that, but in the Europes. Every place to go to another place, you had to show documentation. There was going to be a border. There was going to be a thing in between, and then also
that's what we used to have.
And then also like in Mexico, I don't know 100% if it is still kind of the same thing, but down in Mexico it's almost kind of the same thing.
Oh, like with their states,
they're city states or whatever they're called. I don't know.
Well, they're the states. It's actually the United States of Mexico.
We have provinces here which are similar.
Yeah, they
actually
have
certain things you can't do, but you had mentioned about commerce, and I was just going to point out as someone who works in in the interstate and international travel
yes.
for commerce. What's on the other side of every border for commercial vehicles?
My dick. Oh,
A
never mind.
station,
Anyways,
a
so,
weigh station where
yeah,
they
weigh
ask for your
station.
documents.
Yeah.
It's like state to state commerce, province to province commerce.
Yeah.
On this other side of every border of a major
Mhm.
thoroughfare, like an interstate highway or a major like the Trans-Canada Highway here, there's a weigh station, and they can pull you in. It's at random. It's not like open all the time necessarily, but at random they can pull anybody in who's doing commerce in a commercial vehicle. You have to have all your documents in order, and
same thing here. Similar
So-
for driving across borders. Like when you leave California, you can. There's no like inspection station. When you come into California, there's an inspection station, and generally what they'll do is if you're from California, they'll just wave you on through, and they'll just randomly pull cars if they need to and check you out.
And then the
There's certain
place
things
that
you
I
can't bring back into the state, obviously.
then the place that I got arrested was was a county borderline checkpoint in San Diego to LA, that
over there.
county border.
Yeah.
Well, that's where we got pulled over, and that's where I got arrested with 55 hits of LSD. Was at that county borderline. It was not a state, it was a county borderline, and that's completely different for a different reason. So the thing I want to say right quick is they say that's why those punk ass little bitches want to say, oh, it's not for commerce, because they think that because the weigh stations, because if you were driving a semi, you would have to go through way more legal, you know what I'm saying?
So they're like, driving is a commercial term too.
Well, yeah, exactly.
That's
No,
the other
exactly.
thing.
Something. Yeah.
And
that's why they say
not
I'm traveling.
Oh yeah, and you know what the fun thing is? Like they always say, this is my personal conveyance.
Yes.
You do know what that means? That means that you're using your work vehicle for private use. So
When
by
they say it's
saying
my
that,
private vehicle, they're still driving on the public roads.
Yeah,
So
no,
if you're on the
but like
public roads,
they
there's
say
still protocol to cover.
I don't need a commercial license because
Oh,
this
yes.
is my personal
My
conveyance.
private,
They say my personal conveyance,
And
but
it's
that
the
means
op-
that
it means
they
the
use
opposite. But
that they are using a business vehicle for personal use. So that vehicle does need the commercial license.
Well, once again, it doesn't matter. The way that they've updated the code, the policy, the laws is to where you need these three things mainly to, besides a working vehicle that has four wheels and working lights and or other, side view mirrors and blah blah. It matters on what state you're in, but it literally don't you think that, like, if there were all these fucking weird loopholes, like, there would be a gazillion and a half people fucking exploiting them? And then why would the government not fix those loopholes? Like, it doesn't make any sense, you idiots, because, like, the government is not here to fucking let you idiots do whatever the fuck you want. Like, that's why you can't shoot off fireworks. That's why you can't shoot a gun in city limits. That's why you can't do blah, 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 yakety schmackety. You can't run around naked downtown or bottomless. There's reasons, and we fixed and we keep manicuring. Yes, there is the commandments and there's the your mom's whatever, but now you have to look at local and down and further, and that's what's so funny about auditors or frauditors. They're like, but it's a policy, and you're like, yeah, because that's the lowest version of a law. It's not a law because it's not that high up, because it's just saying, hey, Dick Cheese, you can't fucking film in here because technically it's private. And if a person says they really don't want you, the whoever, the manager or whatever, if they don't want you to be in here because you're causing a nuisance, especially if people have private information and your punk ass is going around, or you're taking videos of fucking little kids and shit. Just like what happened to the school.
Like the DMV, the courthouses, public buildings are pretty much what they call limited public forums.
Exactly. Yeah.
They can enact their own rules. People get public mixed up with, well, I'm in public. The sidewalk is public. Okay. Yeah. That's a difference.
Yeah.
Inside building, it's not public per se.
No. Then you're going inside of an establishment, and it can be partially private and other things. You cannot go to Washington. And I know the people in January 6th thought this was a thing, but you cannot go to Washington, D.C. and walk into the Senate and go into every fucking door that you want with your camera on. There are public-private places there, and especially if you go into, like, let's say you go into Domino's, you can't walk behind the fucking counter.
Domino's is not a private place. Domino's is a private business that is open to the public.
But that's what I'm saying. They still have
it's not open to it's but you're there for a reason. You're just not. Oh, look at Domino's. I'll go in and check it out, or whatever. It's not like a park.
The best thing that we ever had. The best thing that we ever had at the bars and clubs that I worked at is the sign that says, "We reserve the right to deny service to anyone."
Yes.
That is a law. If you start being a dick to us, you start being a fucking gray vagina to us, then I can tell you to go fuck off. And if you don't fucking listen to me, I can point and say, now I have to call the cops because I have a sign right next to that says I have to report all violations of the law legally. So if you don't want to do what I ask you to do and people are not feeling comfortable and you're doing things, then first thing I have to do
with that sign, like then you're already one step closer to trespassing someone, right? Like
that's exactly
go
the next
to
step.
Trespassing, like
that's exactly the next step. And then what I do is I have to pick up the phone and go, yo, you know who he is. Okay, there's another one of those. Yep. Okay, thank you. And then 2 minutes
later, how many
auditors
I've seen that go into a building and they'll sit there and record. You tell them you can't record. The sign says you can't record. Well, is that a law? Whatever. And then they when you tell them, you call you tell them I want to trespass this person. They're like, well, you're not the owner. You can't trespass me. It's like, no, I work here. Yes, I can have you trespassed.
Dude, if
the owner gives you the right to trespass someone,
if you're working there, they give you
Well, and it's usually the manager or somebody higher up than just the person who's working the fucking
even the manager.
front.
The people will make an excuse of like,
dude,
you can't trespass me.
You know what I heard the other day? I don't remember who I was watching, what it was, but she was like, you can't trespass me without somebody who works, because she was already like hemmed up by the police. She's you can't trespass me without somebody who works here to have them come out and, they need to trespass me from the building that works here. You can't as police, even though like that's literally what can happen. The police can go in and you can be trespassed and they come out. And then they tell you and they make you do blah, blah, blah. And then they, they get your information.
And what the reason is why the police can do it? Because they got cold. They got cold because you are being a con.
Well, and the other thing is the person who you are trying to abuse does not need to come out there and associate themselves with you anymore. No. There's no reason for that interaction to happen again. So the police are there to be the intermediator. I think I said that right?
Intermediary.
Something like that,
Yeah, if not, y'all know what I'm fucking.
They're the go. Just say go between. It'll work.
Yeah, they're the middleman. Sure,
the middleman.
Right?
Yeah.
They're in the middle stall. The middleman.
Yeah. That's a lizard. Anyways, so that's the thing. And then when this lady said that, they got the manager, and the manager came out and said, lady, we do not want you here anymore. You are trespassed. And she turned around.
I've seen those. It's like karma.
It happened like yesterday or
but I've seen ones like that.
Exactly.
Where they'll come and go, I want you out of here.
So the cops were like, oh, really, lady? You want to be actually trespassed, even though like we have it written down and we have the statement, but they're like, okay. And they walked in and homegirl came out and said, you're fucking trespassed. You never, and then she walked away. It was so fucking funny. All right.
It just totally takes the wind out of their sails. It's so great.
Dude. I wish that would actually get them to fucking stop. But
I honestly love the ones that go to the police and say, I want to talk to the supervisor. I am the supervisor. You know, the ones like that.
But I want the person above you. No, I am the top.
I'm
right
the only
now.
one here right now.
Yeah,
so
the only person you can talk to is
I'm the
me.
highest ranking
So
officer
yeah, I'm the,
on duty.
on duty. So
Yeah.
you're gonna talk to me.
Duty.
I don't know why they think that they're gonna get them off. Like a handful of content creators have said this. Why do they always ask for higher up and a supervisor when it doesn't get you anywhere?
It doesn't
like
get you anywhere. It doesn't
literally,
change
like
anything. Just makes you wait for the supervisor to get there. That's all it does.
And more information gets taken of you, and now when you go to court, now there's 3 body cam videos instead of just one. You punk ass bitch.
Yep. Oh, so good.
Okay. So tomorrow is the cyborgy things. It's literally like cyborg, transhumanism and stuff like that. Like the digital immortality, taking your information, your soul, putting it into a robot or android or something else, or different ways, like uploading it to the interwebs. There's a handful of different things that you can consider digital immortality. And then pharmakia is you taking certain drugs to elongate your life. And then also like small implants and or like taking in nanobots to like cure certain things. And the mechanical technology that we could be using to elongate our life, not just from, it's more like transhumanism by like putting in a mechanical arm or microbots to like kill certain cells or to have certain monitoring systems and smaller things. So it's just a different version of what we've gone on over before. And some of the conspiratorial nonsense that we will hear, because the pharmakia thing, some of it's a lot of woo, and that's why I
think a lot of it's woo, but
same with some of the digital immortality people think it is going to be way more scarier, way more crazier than it's going to be, and I don't think that it's going to actually be as much of a thing. Once we can replace organs and replace different parts of the body very easy through clonization and or from like taking pigs organs or the ghost organ thing and or 3D printing. I think we're mainly going to be very, very organic, other than like having like an elbow or something, or if you don't have a limb, getting a new limb with something that will work like a normal limb. But I don't think we're going to have superhumans for a gazillion years. It's
not going to be like the Bionic
Man.
Man. Sorry.
Because one thing that people forget is, say I have a cybernetic arm that can punch like a semi truck into somebody. My body is going to rip itself apart, and I'm not going to be able to hold that. That doesn't work. I have to have everything has to be fucking a carbonite fucking skeleton or something to be even able to be close to having something like that. Are we going to have bionic eyes and small parts to where, like I have a fake finger that looks like one and moves like one? Fuck yeah. But superhuman strength type things is way off. And we'll talk about that tomorrow. So anyway, thank you all very much. Thank you for being here. You're amazing. We still have 8 people watching our punk asses for no reason. So thank you all for hanging out with us. And let's end on this. Once again,
really quick.
Go ahead, Mamas.
What the hell, Karen? Tomorrow I've got a shoplifting couple. It's going to be quite fun to watch. And then Ivy's going to have a video about World War I planes.
Okay, sweet.
So I'll have a live redirect to Ivy Chan's video.
Awesome, sweet. Yes, definitely. Everybody go and show them some love tomorrow. And then after that, we'll do our thingamabobbers. And once again, we'll be part of Purple Rhymes with Oranges Marathon. And as soon as I have that information, we'll post it in the community tab on my YouTubes and then in all the Discords. And we'll let you know when everything is beginning and all that fun stuff. And hopefully you all can join us for that. we understand if you are not a loser like me and you have family and things to do, but hopefully you can join us at certain points. And what I was joking with my friends about today was, hopefully, if our friends get tired of their family members, they can go go to the bathroom and turn us on and watch us for a minute
Turn me on
to get away from their families for a
But you
couple
gotta be
minutes
careful.
or
It's the only bathroom in the
two.
house. Then you really can't do that because you're
Yeah,
tying
well,
up the
and
bathroom for somebody else.
well, I mean, if you're
Just
pooping
hide
and
in
it
another
takes a minute,
small room.
or but and just don't have the
Go
sound
for a
on.
long walk and then
Yeah. Don't have the sound on. Make sure you have headphones in because you never know what we're gonna say.
Right.
So
Make sure you have the earbuds into the headphones.
You should not have said
That's
that. Like, come on. Like, we could have freaked out some families, man.
do you know how many times? You know how many times that's happened where somebody's like, "Oh my Jesus, I didn't have the sound turned down," and my coworkers or my mom or somebody just heard Slim say blah blah blah, and I'm like,
I think usually that's Skits that says that
a few times.
Yeah,
because
I
Skits
believe
watches on at the office quite often.
Yeah. I believe it is Skits. It is mainly the one who's like, "Damn it, Slim, I didn't have the
He
headphones."
did that the
in."
one time, I think. Yeah, I think remember one
I
time
think
he
there's
did
like
that.
3 times where
I can
that-
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It was
Yeah,
recent. It was
definitely.
recent.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you all very much. Let's end on this. So everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye, bitches.
See ya.
I have been sent to Earth to capture a relic that contains the energy of over 12 trillion supernovas. Its mysterious powers, my people and I will rule the galaxy. With a wooden clog.
It has to be a wooden clog.
It has to be wooden clog.
It has to be.
That has to be.
And I'm playing the full version too, so you're welcome, everybody.
Years before I was born, Father told this to me. It was one Christmas morning in 73. There was one lonely gift nestled under the tree. My grandfather said, "Don't touch mine." He said, "Boy, listen close. I am saying this once. These were worn by my parents and their parents. Now they're yours, but be sure to guard them with your life." He said, "Don't ever let them touch my car. You can take my cash. You can burn my house. You could force feed trash. I'd let you kick my balls. So I chewed on glass before I even thought about letting someone touch my clothes. Take my life. You'll have to steal my house.
Wife.
You'll have to kill my
dog.
With a rusty knife.
Break my legs before I
ever let you touch my clothes. Oh my god, this is so amazing. They have another song that I'll play in the near future as well. Yeah. They have another really fucking funny song, but it wasn't.
Father said, "You're my son, so I'll tell you the truth.
I have the perfect time to play that.
Now these frogs, they are yours. Protect them with your life. I pray you never let them touch your clothes. You can slap my wrist. I let you shave my head. Let you wax my bits. I even munch just bleach while you twist my hips. And after all of that, I still wouldn't let you touch my clothes. You eat my lunch, and you could knock me out with a 1-inch punch. And make me drink your sweat from a dirty sponge. You'd have to shoot me before I ever let you touch my clothes. Purpose in life to keep them safe until my child is at least 25. Then I will pet the clock to them and know where they would pride.
Oh god, I love this so much.
It's so 80s, that's why I love it so much. It's so 80s.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
so fucking awesome.
It's so insane. Yeah. Touch my clothes. Oh, this is the best part. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It just barely It didn't make it to my Spotify rap, but it's probably pretty close.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Next year it's probably going to be in there. Next to Hey You and Fuck Me Up.
Let you touch
my clogs.
All right, you're welcome, everybody. Bye.
Bye.